Hey guys, yeah, decided to stream. I've not had a good day, but I couldn't not carry on playing this, but I didn't want to do it off stream because I don't know what to expect from this game at all. So yeah, I'm hoping it cheers me up as I play it. So I am looking forward and excited to play this game, I really am. So here we go. Oh shit, what's going on here? There we go. What else? I'm already 86. Holy shit, he's been smashing this game. Right, anyway, right, let's carry on. We'll do what we're doing, shall we? Make sure we're picking up side quests and stuff along the way. Oh, I need to move that across, don't I? That would really help. Right, what am I looking for here? Oh. Right, create a fruit. I imagine this is for... Oh, right, because we were talking to the markets and they were trying to rip Justinian off, weren't they? I've had no shipments in for ages and trying to sell off food by the look of this. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to the other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Yeah, they're not coming here. That's messed up. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit though. I don't know why I bother, hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat like Khazal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realise. You're a traveller, by the looks of it, you. Oh, you're a traveller by the looks of it, you. What a weird sentence. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Khazal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like it or not, you'll find him at Saltwind Sails, the Harbour Guild building across the water from here. I've got to try and find the fourth one. Oh, you, the lesser panda. No, somebody on the boat. Well now, if it isn't a traveller, you're a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared in Narune. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no, it had to spawn feral fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us, only the gods know. Wait, what's that? That's the second time I've seen that. Holy shit. See what this guy's got to say. The Dalmascans aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, what yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's a tower sitting on our doorstep spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defences, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. Alright, forget about the Damascans. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts and medicines, all the perennial Hannish favourites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. Sigh, I know all these things, Calzal. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not a merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me? My name is Matsaya, and I am here to see Calzal. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Oh, the elephant. That's why everyone stood here then. Yes, can I help you? I remember you seeing back in the guild. You wanted to speak with Calzal too, did you? I'm Matsaya, a fisherman of Akiaki, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Calzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come see him. Just as soon as he's free anyway, he's a hard-working man and I dare not disturb him. Casclama. If I may ask, what is it you do? I'm a champion! An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people? Then you must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I bought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, and I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only dealt with Calzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know. We can begin at once. The events follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Ooh. You'll do it and show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Yatmihad. I'll observe you and learn. Matsaya is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can leave Matsaya behind by entering a different area. Putting too much distance between you, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Matsaya join you again, return and speak with him. Right, okay. Oh god, Cerebrus is a mount. Damn. Yes. Fish, I got fish here, fish straight from the sea's bottom to your mouth. Greetings, friend. How are you of late? Here we go. Greetings to you too. I suppose I'm well enough given the circumstance. Things have settled down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remain there for now, but I could not stay away. Had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I heed the radiant host instructions. I hope they deal with it soon so we can get back to our normal lives, to the days where you could earn as much as you gave and took into a meal satisfied that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Well, when you bait me like that, how can I not buy the pun game? Very well, give me some of your fish. Thank you for your custom. The capture of the day is shallows, cod, delectable shooting, coconut milk, or baked with a sprinkle of salt. Victories and cup selling, that's disgusting. Oh wow, she looks cool. So I've got to go on that other side of the pier. Nasreen. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some armor. Let's say a dozen. They don't need to export quality. What do you need so many armor for? Why, for eating, of course, it may not seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas, but not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment's around for this. And that, and this and that. All of it wears me down, and I find myself constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. I pity you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed that little chat. I took my mind from my troubles for a moment. Never mind, everything else. Left over a positive impression. Let's move to... Wow, you can actually fuck this up. That was too much friendly customer service there, wasn't it? So this is quite clearly a new beast tribe, isn't it? Beast tribe, isn't it? What is it, if you don't mind? I'm rather busy. Oh God, my stomach. Eighth of sickness, no, nothing so unusual. In my hurry to get back to work, I just ate a little too quickly. Would that I could, but I can't afford to be idle like as not. Circumstances will surely get worse when they get better, so I'm working as hard as I can. The better to be prepared. But I stockpiling supplies so that I need to earn coins so I can buy food, medicine, what have you. Well, fish wouldn't be so bad, but I don't want to go through the hassle of preserving them myself. I don't have my selection ready to store, So I'm thinking I'll have to pass on your fish now if it suits me as we're getting back to work. So we're going here back to the pier. Or are we not? Here we are. Let's see what's got to be said here now. Thank you so much for showing me how to talk to customers. You managed to tell one of 3 people you approached it was difficult, but when you put your mind to it, you succeeded. Though you did fail too, but there are lessons to be learned in both successes and failure, but by applying yours, I'll endeavour to become a better peddler. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. I hope things will return to normal for Kazal soon. I thought I heard a familiar voice, but... And who should it be but Matsaya? Kazal, have you finished your business at the guild? So you were there too. Forgive me, try as I might, I can't find any buyers. With no ships going and hardly any going out, there simply aren't any options at this rate. So you can't buy my fish anymore. I'm sorry, Messiah, I truly am, but for now you must peddle your own goods. But by myself I can't. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands I can barely help myself. Let's help each other then. I poured my all into the consortium. And I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me, and I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. Kazal. Not to worry, using what I've learned, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. Well, I'd best return to my village, but my thanks again. Please take care on the road. I just won't bother reading the text for the side quests. Oh, fuck's sake, where am I taking this? Where am I going with it? Oh, that's not too far. That's fine. I see you've been busy, managed to learn a tidbit or two, I trust. See, we've also heard news that the tower is affecting many locals' livelihoods, but to think that it would be to such an extent. For another notable, if not wholly unexpected discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are certainly tempered Imperial soldiers, and as before, they mean to use the faith of their hapless thralls to catch forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Teleferi. Grab this. That's just a free ring now. That's fine. And Sinian, look at him. Judging by his furrowed brow, something important has occurred to Sinian. That Metsei fellow you were helping, he's Akkad Sordra, is he not? Apparently it is almost exclusively his people that are being kidnapped. Should he be travelling alone? If summoning is his perpetrator's aim, it doth stand to reason that Akkad Sordra would be their primary targets. For 'tis the faith of their ancestors which prevaileth in this land, and many are devout adherents still. We better go after him. Our clan lies to the west, as I recall, the same direction as Krail's acquaintance, incidentally. It's settled then. Keep your eyes peeled and we make for the village. Now let's go up here and get that ether current. There he is. I'll just skip them. Sorry, I don't really care that much. Okay. I'll go run off into the wilds alone, keeping an eye out for as you continue your patrol. So just carry that story mission here. Do not see Matsuya nearby, but the elevated ground I heard may provide a better vantage point. I'll just head off over here into the corner. Oh, she's a samurai. There's no debuff now for what? Storm's Path? Or did I just miss it? Yeah, it actually doesn't do anything now, that's messed up. Did you slay the beast? That wasn't a thing. I took one. Okay. I'm kind of quite glad the main quest in this side, this one for the ether currents, quite close to one another. Sweet, there we go. What's that for? Oh, gemstone trader. No, leave me alone. Somebody help. Matt Sayyid's voice, it came from the north. Just to give an helping hand. Yeah, go on, lad. Gave us an hand there. So you found him in time. You and your friends came to look for me. I don't know how to thank you. On my way home, I took a moment to stop and rest, think out what to do about, well, everything. Then those men came. Kidnappers, we've heard that the Akrasodra were being targeted. Surely you have as well, perhaps, especially if you took refuge in a city. We've considered it, me and others, but fishing is all we know, the ocean all we have. I see. That's your decision to make, but you should take care not to travel alone. A question, if I may. It is our understanding that strange fiends have emerged from the tower. What can thou tell us of these beings? Not much, I'm afraid. I have no idea what they are. For that reason, some have taken to calling the tower Zot. House of Divinities in the old tongue, it means. But they're not true divinities, they're monstrous imitations that bring only death. To have one's faith so twisted is a grievous indignity, and full justified art thou in thine outrage. What that is for no other purpose but to neutralise the tower that we have journeyed to this land. In time we may be forced to contend with these false gods, and thus we would learn all we may about them. Wilt thou not tell us of thy divinities and their true nature? You've come all this way to save us, really? To think I had you peddling fish. Well, to answer your question, yes, of course, we would gladly tell you about our gods. We, I say, because I'm a terrible storyteller and I ask my fellow villagers to do it. So please come to our village. We're good, God-fearing folk, all of us, and we'd honour to share our knowledge and fish. What sayest thou? Shall we pay visit to Aklai? I don't even know how you pronounce it. Wonderful. Just follow the road west and down the hill, but you can't miss it. So the simulacra of the Raven gods are being summoned. If any doubt existed before, there can be none now. The kidnapped Hanish are imprisoned in the tower. I pray that we will be able to save them. Though indeed saving them will mean confronting their false gods, like as not. As you said, we do well to study their religious traditions to Akia. I don't even know how to pronounce this, man. Is that it? She got an Ares garb there. You always try and help out if you do come across things like that. It's just good manners, isn't it? Oh, this village is tiny. Welcome to Akyai, my friend. The name means white beach, and there isn't much here save that. But please make yourself at home. Your companions have already gone talking to everyone. Feel free to show yourself around and do the same. Any one of us can tell about our gods, but you could do worse than start with Karanga and Old Havishida. I don't know. Defeat the one as it happens. You wish to know about our gods? What curious is it you are? Most want fish. In any case, I'm happy to oblige. Now, I don't know how it is whence you hail, but our isle is home to many gods. There are forms of personalities that many are varied. Some are kind and gentle, others stern and temperamental, just like we mortals can be. All are possessed of great insight and experience, and by heeding their teachings we can strive to be better people and live better lives. Ugh. Interested in learning about our god? You say, that's what I like to hear. Pick up your ears and listen. In ancient times, Mensuya and the Murga deities who looked like men and beasts respectively were locked in conflict. Eventually, seeking the wisdom of the Mensuya, the Murga cast aside their own heads and took up those of their foes. Likewise, Mensuya coveted the might of the Murga, and so they too resolved to trade heads. Then from then on, as a sign of their esteem for one another, the Mensuya have worn animal faces and the Murga the limbs of men. Okay. There you are. Learn a thing or two about our gods, I trust. While you were talking off to the others, I remembered something that may be of interest. If you could let your friends know, I'll go fetch you from my home at once. Apologies for the wait. I wish to show you this hanging scroll which depicts 3 of our most revered deities. By all means, we would like to see it. Imagine watch it be the Warring Triad. Now that'd be funny. Ooh. They are Mansuya. You heard about them already, yes? 3 sisters. The center one is the eldest, Sinduravara, a goddess of wisdom. For this, alchemists hold her in the highest. To her right is the middle sister, Sandurvya. As a goddess of wealth, she counts many traders among her followers. And on the left is Mindurvya, the youngest sibling. She provides over the crafts and is so beloved by weavers. Although each is worshipped for different reasons, the sisters are usually portrayed together in these works, which people keep in their homes for good fortune. In like fashion to the Mansuya, the deities of Eos preside over a myriad aspects of life. And what of the Murga, if I may ask? The Murga hold power over nature. In ages past they were revered as guardian deities in times of conflict. If you have occasion to visit our temples and ruins, you'll find their images there. Among them is a god who possesses a gorgeous head. He is venerated as the progenitor of the Arkansodra. And then there are dragons. They occupy a special... Oh. You worship dragons too? It is said that an ancestor of the Strap, that's the ruler of the Ratzahan, forged a covenant with a dragon divinity in ancient times. This divinity has since acted as the guardian deity of the Strap. Legend holds it that if the Strap is ever in need, his dragon ally will fly to his aid. Dragon ally? You claim to be a terrible storyteller, but nothing could be further from the truth. The passion you bear for your faith is plain to hear. I am confident that the information you've given us will serve well in our efforts to deal with the tower. That is very kind of you to say. Thank you. I will pray for your success. Oh wow, is this the thread for how Assyrian's going to meet Vitra? So Vitra can't be at the first brood then, can he? Or she? Right, I believe it's time we sort out Kryle's acquaintance, the Arcanist by the name of Nidhana. According to Kryle's notes, we will find her at a palace called the Great Work, further north along the coast. Did you say you're going to Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding, as did I say she's beautiful. I could stare at her day in tears and adorable trunk all day, and those eyes when you meet her. Take care you don't drown in them. You know what? This is like the only way to go. I could do this combo, I'm not gonna lie. No, fuck. Overpower. Mythal Tempest. I don't have anyone targeting me. Come off it. There we go. I still want my Rathalos mount. Wait, what was that? Oh, Alpha Escape stuff.
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
It's a trap!
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
A kid? Huh.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
What the fuck?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
What the hell?
Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
He doesn't like this as well.
Dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit.
Don't tell me they're gonna summon a dragon.
Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
This is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderuva.
See, this is why voice acting is good, because now I know how to pronounce these words after hearing it. Cinderuva.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragon King, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so.
What the fuck?
Now, see here.
Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Why are they making the scenes to be a bit of comic relief here? That's such
dear,
bullshit.
your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk? As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Cryle. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Right, let's attune to the ether right while we're here. Can I get up here? Yes. Cool. Oh, fuck's sake, more text. I honestly thought there'd be more voice acting than this. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Cryle herself is tied up with another investigation, Felcleave is an eminently capable substitute, and we will spare you, and we will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed, we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the Strat Raiders alchemists created enchanted talismans. Talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilising dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. Oh my god, so fucking... Estinian will practically be immune because of the rage of Nidhogg. Oh, wow. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we've been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Perhaps I won't know my colleagues, they won't be satisfied with blood alone. But as for your task, we only ask that you serve as an escort. I will explain in greater detail later, but you'll be venturing into the tower's fluid of influence. And so for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We will be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at top after seeing some preparations. So I've got to go out and around. Let's try that again, shall we? The perfumed rice. I hope you didn't have trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night, the drunken Deeper. A Deeper is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the Telemon's efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe ether sickness. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin when you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Okay. I'm just following a lantern. What the fuck? What the hell? You are struck by a powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject has no irreplaceable urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of ether, but suffer no ill effects. Blessing of light appears to keep you safe from harm. Please hold for final discharge. Oh, could I get that as a minion? Ah, you've returned and not on your knees, so I promise in time, but come let me take the dirt off your hands. Thank you, I shall replenish the ether when we test the talisman. So no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort, you're feeling perfectly fine. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amendable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient of it, spirit weed. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings of a wheat Araxodra travelled alone at our peril. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let's head to Kardashia's footsteps. It is situated on the road that runs east of the Great Work. Yeah, we'll run Immerse. What is that? Is that they're like torsions though? I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as if we're being followed. Look out, fell, please. I can't wait to see what the boss team's going to sound like, because that is a really good normal battle theme. Nimbus! And there we are, Kadajia's footsteps. Kajaya was a great dancer, and those who following her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. happy benefit of this is that the spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once. If you would be so good as to stand guard, the kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Don't tell me the battery on my headset's nearly dead. How?
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing. Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Khan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra.
Arkasodra,
When
okay.
the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
The Empire.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Oh, Fandango makes his presence known.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something? Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal?
Fucking Nidhogg, obviously.
Complications be damned. For we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Every spirit we to last us goodwill. Thank you for keeping watch. Let's head back to great work, shall we? I'm seeing a lot of monks I've not seen before, since I've started playing this again. Get on this hill. Oh, you're at a tower then. My thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're a little bit closer to contemplating and completing our talisman. This isn't much, please accept it as a token of my gratitude. I can't believe my headset batteries are dying already. They don't last very long, do they? So... I'll have to take this out. Obviously. Fuck's sake. Plug in my A50s. A40s. That is incredibly annoying, that. It's supposed to last like 12 hours or something daft like that, they don't. They're not even charging. There we go. If you'll excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you're both back. Excellent. I have a message for you, Mistress Nadhana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. What? When I last looked, there was still plenty. I suspect that was before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Istinison shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it for me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Velcleave, loath though I am to press another task onto you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the Giant Skull? In case you're not familiar, Giant Skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and ethereal conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zane Hua. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of hamster, Mistress Nithana? By all means, but do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the hamster to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Here he is. Oh, you're taking turkeys with him? Okay. Here are Hamza fell cleave. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close to your Azorian dodos. Hamza have long been kept as livestock of Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these were recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remains as an outpost, its remnants. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Are you ready? Then let us depart. We need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take care. Okay. That's funny. Spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called. Oh, the sword legend holds was wielded by a man Mansuyu against the marker before he was cast down at conflict's end. Well, the main hatchery is the top of the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. It's some easy XP this, travelling all this way. Interesting version of the Chocobo theme, this, isn't it? And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Oh wow, look at the armor on these guys. Well, who should it be but young Vasan on an errand for the strap? I am His Excellency bade me to come collect your report. He also wishes to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our due. We are honoured to receive His Excellency's regard. Their armour looks amazing. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle. No place for children. Your predecessor too often travelled alone. It has been, 2 years since you took over? Wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the strap in foreign lands. Whether he may now be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the strap is unwavering, but I still worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you. For you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabadeen. Thank you. And who might you this be? Not harnished by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Falkley 4 days of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in making of the talisman. From Eorze, you say? Towers have appeared over there too. Yes, tell me what's the situation like? Fucking dire. May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of our understandably anxious. We would be glad for any tidings you can share. You two bring Varsan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. The armor of these guys looks well good. I love it. I hope to God there's a warrior equivalent of it, because that would straight up replace what I'm wearing. It's occurred to me I've yet to properly introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Strap's command. Our duty is to preserve the peace of this land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. Though we succeeded in striking them down on 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What are the tales in Eorzea? Do they likewise swallow monsters? So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for the outside aid to be answered. I've heard about you. A visit from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telephoroi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world, but why are they doing this? What is it they want? This we don't understand. What, they want to die and take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight with everything we have, like ours and our Far Eastern brothers. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know less and less about it ourselves. The Tower of Zot, as folk have been calling it, has suddenly appeared where it did in the Isle of Naranir. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the war and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening as it was for them. As a neutral nation of trading hub, both Rat-Tahan ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward, but you need but follow the road east upon the Hamza. You will arrive before you know it. Okay. Mount now. A very different tone of mount music. And this is really good piece of music. That sounds like the Chocobo melody. I really dig this mount music, really dig it. No sooner do you arrive at your destination than the hamster dashes off. Aye, this is indeed the Giant Skull grounds. I am Zehuna. Is this something you require? Giant Skull for the alchemist, you say, but of course they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and it's the best we do to provide them with the materials they need. Here you are, a sack of the purest Giant Skull. We always set some aside for our alchemist friends. When you deliver it, let the good folk of the great work know that we're all grateful for their efforts. If they need more, they need to ask. Oh, can I not ride that thing back? Apparently not. No, let's... When did I get the dinosaur? Manicoto, Regalia. Have I got a sheath amount? Yeah, go on. Bit of J-pop. Changes to Oblivion, it wasn't footsteps in the snow. Shame you can't like pick your like one mountain song you want to listen to of all the mountains that you have and have it play regardless of the one you pick. You're well good. Folkleaf, dare I hope you have the guidance scar? We do. A massive sack of it for you. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our must-run rigorous tests. When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. Who are we going to see here? Heidelin.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. We have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
That's exactly what Emmett Selk was saying as well.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea.
For fuck's sake! Did he have to word it like that? That's vile, Thancred. Ew.
And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Oh, looky there.
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you
Well,
sure?
finally, my god.
If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last!
That's the problem, isn't it? This shouldn't be working.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being.
Ooh.
With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated,
Oh,
I
damn.
must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless. Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us. Or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
What's Fandango going to do? Piss off the dragon that's nearby? Okay, so we'll just listen to Shiva. Levin, Leviathan, no. Garuda, no. Ifrit, no. Yeah, go on, listen to heroes. That was actually pretty damn big. Will we ever enter one of them, like for a dungeon or a raid or anything like that? Well, the monsters here seem pretty docile. End of the tower is up. We're actually going inside of it.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
She's gonna go tits up in it.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps.
And it just shatters at the door.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Enemy go, dungeon time. How can it not be? Oh god, this is where it's been capturing them all.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this. Please.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking.
Oh, by design, it looks like Heidelin done it.
My, such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Patreons of old. He just throws it.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking.
Okay.
Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me.
So it's the soul occupying Van Daniel.
Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Oh god!
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old
I'm at your service.
Oh my god! How the fuck did you get out of the Crystal Tower?
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. my all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation, slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor.
Gratias, father?
And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards. Always onwards.
How the fuck do they keep rewriting the Crystal Tower characters into the story?
Such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Armon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Van Daniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth, majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
What a fucking plot twist! Wow!
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primates. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Oh, who the hell is possessing Xenoshaw's Galvest then? Holy shit, man, that was an excellent plot development. Ah, you have returned. Where's Mistress Natana? Madsunya preserved, just when we succeeded in making the talisman. I must report at once, meanwhile, please return to the great work. Look at this guy's armor! What is that? Shadowless coat of fending? That's more like it where armor's concerned, I'm not gonna lie. Amon is Fan Daniel. That's so fucked up. I don't believe that. It's kind of crazy how the Allegans are kind of like being re-roped into the story main now. Something's gone away, hasn't it? What happened? So it was Fandang. I thought, oh, damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return there first. We must tread warily, at least we can endanger Nidhana and the other captives. First, it was inform everyone of the situation. Nidhana's colleagues included our calling together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. She's still alive, yes. Then we must make Warden Scales as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nidhani approved at her peril to herself. So let us make more skills that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we help win the fight. My friend the Strapper has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl that he might personally discuss the production of Warden Scales with you. Oh shit! And for our ELs and visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nadine noted that your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the Strahap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. In addition to thank you in person, we will also discuss further avenues of collaboration. Fuck. We should be honoured, of course. Coastal cooperation between our lands can only be to the benefit of all. Then it is settled. Please come to the gates east of Giant's Guard grounds, and I will show you into the city. Someone asking for a fate to be done, or is that one? Well. Oh shit, what's the command for it now? Ah, fuck, I can't remember. Some level 90 monsters just sat here chilling. We just got our asses kicked. That's funny. That's just shit that you just can't make up. So just get one banger for level 90 monster. Excuse me, healer. Story, haven't we? Because we've almost done the two-part in stories, haven't we? So we've done what Krylan now we're up to, and now we're with Justinian and whatnot. I went to the tower. The city is currently in a state of high alert. Strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask you to remain close to me at all times. Oh, a cutscene as well. Ooh.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
And the hammer looks so fucking good. I wonder if Cine will get a new gear set or an entire character redesign, because he's had that armor for like 3 expansions now, hasn't he?
Here we are. Megadota.
Megadota. Okay.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
Very well spoken and polite young lad, this young Aura.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
It's just Vothra just sat there. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radzatan.
So Sultan, basically.
Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not.
Oh?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay.
Fucking knew it!
Right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
Estinian, man!
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
There he is, Vitra.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted has this isle served as mine abode.
So are you a first brood or not?
Vritra of the first brood, sibling to
Oh, he is. Oh my god, he's gonna be a fucking hard bastard.
I, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn.
Oh, wow!
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Khan had an alliance with the dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
So why didn't you join the Dragon Song War?
As the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Khan.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Don't tell me the boy has it.
Buried within a semblance of flesh.
What the fuck?
The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radzat Khan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my whim.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radzat Khan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a sure path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings, And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is needed.
Oh, if they all come here, that would be convenient, wouldn't it?
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
He's just literally a man of not fucking around. He's great. Oh, if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to your threat before departing, unless of course you enjoy violent nausea. Wait, where's the Aether? The Aether right here. Oh, what? So where are we going here now? Oh, Charlie. Right, where are we going? Tower for gaming is the best. Retire to your room. Wait, what? Oh, main hall entrance, of course. I was just getting used to Bellamy Felfnir. Then we're back in Chilly Charlie. Take care not to catch. Wait, take care to not catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let's take stock of all developments and discoveries. Since there has been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales?
Your time in Fafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, Carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the Ethereal Sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodela's report, they were unable to free the Emolga. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Well, you can't prove it's working until you've done it.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Cryo, Yostola, and myself.
You stole as a black mage.
The remaining Scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcasoda by a considerable margin.
Exactly.
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
Oh, alright.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rags at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
A military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Right, so in the dark of the tower. Elsewhere, dark tower, the great work. I'll start a quest with another. I'll worry about I'll worry about the quests and that later. If I get level locked out, then I'll do them. How many bronze pieces have I got? I'm sat on what? 2,600 gil. Yeah, that was actually quite. I actually enjoyed that part, doing that part of the quest. More than being with Alpha Noah and Alize. We got some massive plot developments there. Our friend from Asia, we've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission to the tower, I'm told. The warning scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we're readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. Do this. If this is the future of aetherized travel, I think I'll stick to boats. No warning, combat empathetic could have prepared me for that. Empathic, even. On account of which we are a little late, but fighting fit mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... We should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed, it will not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to trust us with your warding scales. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you, please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these we can go anywhere with who those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but for all the ones to come, we can finally break your monopoly on primals. Oh shit! In that case, all yours from now on. Yeah. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the science brightest star after all. If anyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. Failcleave and Urban will break through the tower defences and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Fridanian myth. As we have no prior experience of such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Fravnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Yeah, it's the LEC Alpha now. Yeah. Let's go. Do it with the characters. Where's the orange juice? Where's the OJ? Where's overpowered though? There you are. Not just watching Alpha no Waffle one. Relatively decent damage to this thing. Get the felt bleeds up. What are we hard caps at 999 there? No, we're not. I forgot. Summoning have to be gone. Alright, I think I know what those bosses are gonna be. With those three bosses from that script earlier, won't it? That sage looked really bloody cool. Constantly takes the position of the white mage while performing holy. Looks like as well for the sage. Somo Tunu, what is that? Soman 2-week barrier, a magic barrier that is nullifying damage. get all this like chopped down. So then one more lot of Storm's Eye should be good. So if we do that, nice. First boss. See how this works mechanically. Oh god, a buster right off the bat.
You cannot stop us!
Alright, I dig this.
You underestimate me!
Yeah, come on, Assyrian!
You underestimate me!
Anything he does when he gets, anything he says when he's pissed off just sounds great. Oh god, the AoE's here. This boss scene's quite good. Nice, so you chose Defiance. Ah, striking legs. Would have been nice if it just gave you gear regardless of the class you were on. Or DPS legs that I don't need. game's about exiting Final Fantasy. Right in the middle of a dungeon. What does that even mean? Oh, don't tell me I have to re-queue up now. After all of that. That's not fair. Are you kidding me? Oh, well, there's no bloody point because it's going to take at least a couple of hours before I actually get back on the game. Yeah, well, alright, yeah, I'm going to end my stream there. Because like this has happened. Yeah. Because literally now, because this will be a couple of hours before I even be able to get back on the game. So I've got a work to do tomorrow, so probably won't stream tomorrow. So it will probably be Monday. But yeah. Appreciate anyone that's come by, like the stream, subscribe and whatnot. It's much appreciated. I'll probably do Halo on Monday though, rather than this, because I don't want to kind of not play Halo because I don't want to get rusty at the game. So yeah, I shall be back tomorrow, guys. Until then, I shall catch you in the next one. Bye for now.